Hello and welcome to another web development tutorial on my channel, and today is what I'm going to cover is two main concepts of markup language. One is how to paste a link to your website and other is input tag, which are used for making forms. Okay, so let's talk about first of all link. So link are generally used for, you could say, navigation bar where you have different pages: home, about us, projects, property review, and many other stuff like that. And that pages we could link another pages so that if in any case we need to go from one page to another, we could go very easily. I'm talking about static website, which is very easy. So that makes sense. Let's get started. First of all, making link. So for link, you have to paste A in the Visual Studio Code. It will give you a tag. Here, it stands for the link. Here you could give the link. Just type www.google.com and write here Google. And if I save this file, you will see into my Chrome that here we got this Google. Yeah, this is about that Google. So this is how you could get the Google onto your website. Okay, there you can many links. Let's take an example of creating a file and name that file about us. So by naming that file about us, let's we are thinking that make a boilerplate, simple boilerplate, and change the title to about us. Okay, and now what can you do is link this file to my index.html and see the example. So here for the difference I write h4 heading for uh, about us, and let's go to my other file index.html. Here I could change the link and link my file about.html normally, and then if I click down you could see I generally head over to my about us page. That's how you could get to your about us page very easily. Let's change my name of this to from Google to about us. Okay, so this is how you could get to your link. Now the another thing we have to talk about is input, which are generally used for making forms and many other stuff like that. So let's get started. So the first thing, let's close this. So so the first thing in input, if you write input, you get many of your input. I'm not going to dive in all of that. You have plenty of time. You could use all of them. It's pretty easy. No much sense. So I'm going to cover only important. One is input text. The other important is input email, which are generally used for making websites, form, and another is password. Okay, so if I save now the file, let's create a label. So what's label is, it generally represent the labeling of the form, a labeling of a simple input. So here I label it to be a name. Okay, and now if I save the file, you could see it. So just like I did for name, I will do it for email and password also. So here I did for the email, and now if I did for it password, it will also appear in password. Let's name this to password. Now the other thing I wanna do is remove the about thing from right there so that it will look good. So now if I save, you could see this. And now if I name, I input my name, I input my email, whatever your email is. Okay, and I could also input my password right here. Okay, uh, so if I put email and password, they should be right there. Okay, so one thing also I want to talk about, I will talk about this that thing a bit later. So the other thing which is very important is if you are in a form and you want a form, some fields required or you for specific, without that the form will be not submitted. So what can you do is write required to the end of the form like this. So what this happened that if you hover over it, so now you could see please fill out this form coming into password, because I give an attribute in password which specify required. So if this requirement of this form is password, I could name this as much as I want in every input, so that whichever input I want to be for required, without that input the form will be not submitted. Submitting a form is an advanced topic of JavaScript, and we will not talk about that in this video. But wherever when we got to that point, we will talk about that. Okay, there are many other I want to talk about, but I'm not, because the time is not. The video will be very lengthy, and I don't want that. Here you could see a radio button and many stuff like that. So this is all about you could make this thing. If you like the video, please like and subscribe my channel. Okay, bye bye.